This is the series that talk about, so our topic today is how to reduce anxiety and fear during COVID-19. Just quickly, I wanted to make sure, I check in with everyone. So if you're live here with me, just go ahead and put in the comment. Let me know how you're feeling today. Maybe describing your feeling as a color. What color is your feeling today? Maybe it's blue, maybe it's purple, maybe it's pink. Thank you so much for joining in. So from the time that you woke up this morning to up until this time you check in and you're watching me live, how many thoughts have gone through your mind? And there's so many studies that's out there that talk about the power of positivity and how it can influence in such a way that we feel and behave in this world. But no matter how many happy thoughts that we keep feeding ourselves, sometimes it's just very difficult to have these ideas that's bring, we just keep bringing ourselves down. So if we keep counting how many thoughts that we have gone through per day, you'll be surprised how massive that number could be. And right now, perhaps this is how you're feeling. There's a million of thoughts that's going through your mind, both positive and negative. And I am here to tell you that you are not alone. And in fact, we're all on the same boat together. What we're experiencing right now is a big change in our life. Good morning, I'm Michelle. I am a confident and leadership coach who work with negative self-talkers to help them, to support them in discovering inner strength and beauty so that they can become the most confident person in the room. And in our case, the most confident person in front of the camera. And really, it's about enjoying that personal freedom. So what inspired me to do this work came from my own journey as a person living with permanent disability as a result from a car accident when I was 11 years old. This accident took away my chance to look normal, and quote unquote normal. I don't look normal because I am 4 feet 4 inches tall for a grown sized woman. I walk with crutches, and also my legs are disfigured. But having this physical challenge was not the most challenging thing in my life. The most challenging thing in my life is that constant chatter in my head that's keeping me down and putting me to a very bad place and just keeping me small. There are times where I wake up in the morning, I feel like I'm a complete losing my place and I have lost all my control because there's a lot of things I couldn't do anymore. I couldn't jump, I couldn't run, and there's a lot of things that I used to be able to do, I no longer was able to do it. So this change really led me to this feeling of anxiety and this fear and worry and just a lot of self-doubt about myself and my ability to function in our society. My mind was just constantly racing, thinking that how do I cope with this change? And it's really a change, a big change that I was going through, that I was experiencing. So fast forward, looking into the change that we're experiencing right now. It's easy to get really stuck in our head in that negative mindset. So today, I am here to share with you how to reduce that fear and anxiety in facing change. Not just during the COVID-19, because I want to give you something powerful that you can perhaps carry these skills and tools and apply them into your everyday life. I'm going to share 3 easy steps that you can do and practice wherever you are, whenever you're feeling stressed, anxious, or afraid, whenever those feelings comes up. And these are the skills that you can practice every day. So first, let's talk about the fear. Let's talk about this anxiety. Where does it come from? And I think, like, what do you mean, Michelle? Where does it come from? It comes from look around you. It's happening every day. Well, yes, but let's even go back further to good morning. Let's even go back further to where it all originated, where it started within ourselves, right? So if you were to think back at a time when you first understand language, what was the first thing that your parents told you? we're telling you. Right. So, we were taught to be afraid early on in our life. Oh, don't climb up because you're going to hurt yourself. Oh, don't love someone because you're going to hurt yourself, or that person is going to break your heart. Don't buy so much because you're going to go broke. So we were taught to understand the feeling of fear. And how did you feel when you were go to school for the first time? You feel that butterfly in your stomach, right? That fear. Did you feel that butterfly in your stomach when you first go to a job interview, perhaps, or going on to a date? That fear is real. So we understand that fear, what it means to us when we were very young. And every time we think about something that we don't know, we feel that feeling. So whether it's the fear, whether it's the anxiety, well, here's what I'm here to tell you. Those feelings, they have a purpose and they provide information. And I think the key word here is information. And we're afraid of the unknown. And many times we're feeling anxious about the unknown because we don't have enough information. What is going to happen? What am I going to do when things happen? So step number 1 in reducing that anxiety and fear about the unknown, what is going to happen, what's going on, is actually to create a safety net. To create a safety net for yourself. There's an acronym that many of us probably have used and heard before. It's fear is false evidence appearing real, right? It's our natural body response to stress. Whenever something is stressful, our body will send us messages, it will send us signal to put ourselves into this fight and flight mode. And so that knowing the fear that is coming from these natural body response, here is some empowering question that you can start asking yourself besides just creating the safety net. And I'll go into a little more detail later when we talk about the creating the safety net. So what doing something else today, I want you to come back here with me and just stay with me for the next 15 minutes. So how many of you have this experience of waking up in the morning, and you look into the mirror, and there you see your hair? Oh my gosh, I'm having a bad hair day. What can I do about it? And during the pandemic, I'm pretty sure that every morning when you get up in the morning, you look into the mirror and you say, oh, I got bad hair. I gotta go and get a haircut. My color needs to re-dye, right? So let me ask you this. You may have a bad hair day. All you need to do is just having a haircut. What if you're stuck with a bad body? I am 4 feet 4 inches tall. I walk with crutches. My left leg is 1.5 inches shorter than my right. Before I start using crutches, I was walking like a penguin. It's cute, but not so cute. So every single morning, I would wake up, look into the mirror, and the only thing that I could say to myself is, I don't want to be trapped in this body. This is not the person I want to be. On the first day of the hike, I remember that night we reached to the campsite. My tour leader sat me down and he said, Michelle, we have about 10 people on this team. And among all the 10 people, you were the last person to arrive at the camp. So the story behind my Machu Picchu journey, it was really about determination, dedication, and discipline. Now, how would you like to use these? Apply them into your life. Let's set up a goal so that you can go to places. And grab a pen. We're going to do a short writing exercise. How many of you do positive affirmation or law of attraction? Oh, everybody. Okay, you guys are my girl. Excellent. All right. And then, okay, I love that picture. Breathe in, breathe out, move on. Love it. All right, so on your piece of paper, I want you to write the following. Okay, ready? I see blank. I hear blank. I taste blank. I touch blank. I smell blank. I universe blank. All right. So once you're done, I want you to go back and fill in the blank. Whatever you see, whatever you hear, whatever you taste, whatever you touch, smell, and the last one, you can just make it up. What feels right for you? I universe. And when you're done, just let me know.
Are we writing this down from our visual, from our meditating the visual that we see?
It doesn't have to. Whatever comes up for you, but hopefully that calm and peaceful sense that will also emanate onto your piece of paper.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm. And those of you who have the screen turned off, if you give me a response, then just let me know. Give me like a thumbs up or heart. So Soror is also ready. I can see the two doer here. And cross out all the see, hear, taste, touch. Cross out see, cross out hear, cross out taste, cross out touch, cross out smell, but leave the universe. All right. All right. So next step is to write I am in front of everything. I am. And Alicia is smiling, I can see. And Sullivan is smiling. Come on, Sullivan, you can smile.
Don't worry, I am.
Are we ready? Now, who would like to share your I am statement with me?
I will.
Okay.
I am me. I am water. I am salt.
Mm-hmm. A fist bump right here, a virtual fist bump. All right, Chantel and Kia, if you like to put it into the chat box, you can always, just put it in the chat box if you like to share with everyone. So what do you guys think? Using that as your positive affirmation starting today.
Well, I don't think I am beer is going to be my positive.
Well, that's an interesting point to explore, right? I am fear.
Beer.
Why is fear important to us?
Not fear, beer.
Beer. Oh. Yeah. So, well, what does beer bring you? It brings you fun. It brings you enjoyment, right? And I can see that in your personality, how you like to be.
Yes, it does.
Yeah. So you can go back. This has been my struggle in the past, is seeing who I am. I felt like I keep stepping into other people's shoes, but I never found my perfect pair. I never found what was me, what was mine, and what is me. So when I finally found it, it was like my biggest aha moment. Yes, anything that I believe in is possible. And here you are. That's your I am statement. Positive affirmation.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Questions, reflections, anything that you'd like to share, what comes up for you? Yes. So Chantel said, I am you, I am free, I am warm, I am ready, I am universal love. Yeah, beautiful. All right. Tarika, do you have any thoughts that you would like to share with us?
But I try to do that every day.
Good, good. And don't forget, it's okay to say no, right? So as women, a lot of time we don't give ourselves permission to say no. And this is something I just shared this morning with like a group of friends of mine. And I said, we don't say no because we feel guilty. We feel that no is really a curse word. We don't want to curse someone. But the fact is, no is actually allowing ourselves to set up that healthy boundary so that we don't feel drained as we move on in our lives. So yeah, the boundary is what you want to do is you want to look at your set of values, and you can Google this on internet. Just look for value assessment, and I can send you a copy of the value assessment as well. What the value assessment does is there's a whole bunch of words that the valuers, maybe honesty, integrity, authenticity, self-care, family, things like that. So it's a list of all these values that we have in our life. And what you do is on the value assessment, you circle the 3 most important things that you believe is important for you. So maybe it's family, maybe it's self-care time, maybe it's honesty. So let's say, for example, those are the 3 values that you have. Every time you come into a conflict with someone that you need to say no to, think about how are they satisfying your personal value, or maybe they're not. If they're not, then there's no reason. It just, you have different set of values, and your value doesn't match. So there's nothing wrong by saying no, because it's not fulfilling what your core requirement is as an individual. And when we keep allowing our value to be stepped on or button pushed, then we feel it feels yucky. It feels like, no, this is very draining. It feels toxic. And that's the reason why a lot of time, when we are being button pushed, because people are violating our personal value, and different person have different values. So your value may be very different than mine. And I kind of imagine ourselves as bubbles. We have like bubble all around, and some bubbles will actually be like mingling together, and some bubble don't. They kind of just bounce out. And there's nothing wrong with bouncing off from each other. We're just not in the same tribe. That's all. Yep. I feel I spend too much time helping others. Yep. Again, it has to do with our values, right? So one of the question I usually ask people is, if you're imagining yourself that's flying away to a deserted island, and you can only bring 3 items with you in your suitcase, what are those 3 items? And those 3 items are generally a reflection of what's important to you in your life. So some people would bring like maybe a laptop because they want to stay connected with other people. They wanted to stay informed. So those are important values for them. So think about, what are your set of values, and how is what you're doing in alignment with these values? And can you stand up to speak up for your values?